Everything has Bluetooth now. My keyboard here is Bluetooth. My mouse is Bluetooth. My headphones are Bluetooth. This locomotive is Bluetooth. Wait, this locomotive's Bluetooth. This is the Soundtraxx Blunami BLU2200 digital sound decoder. It is for HO scale models, and it is a Bluetooth decoder, which is going to open up a lot of cool things. So let's just jump right in to getting this in this Athearn roundhouse locomotive. Here's what we're using to install this decoder. Of course, we have the BLU2200 decoder, an adapter from TCS for a 9-pin JST connector to a 21-pin socket, and then of course the Athearn Roundhouse Jeep 38. Now, you can do the hardwiring the other way. Larry Puckett, the DCC guy, has a great video on this decoder with that, but we're going to be using this adapter. So the first thing that we need to do is we actually need to do a little bit of cutting of the shrink wrap that is on the Blunami decoder. So we just need to cut out the 9-pin JST connector. That is all that is in there. It's just under that shrink wrap, and it's a little bit tough, and you want to be careful using the cutting tools. But once you get that, the JST connector will pop right out. A little bit of wiggling it takes, and then you can plug in your adapter and be ready to go. All right, now time for the locomotive install. This is just a simple Athearn Roundhouse Jeep 38, and what we're going to do here, first of all, is that we need to take the little hatch on top that covers all of the electronics. This is a DCC ready locomotive, so it has a 21-pin socket right here, and you can see it has this little dummy board right here. So we'll need to go ahead and pull that board off, and this was actually the most difficult part for me, probably because I have big fingers. Looking back in hindsight, I would have used some pliers to pull it off gently, but you want to make sure that you don't bend these pins right here because they're very easy to bend. But there you go, and then all you're going to do is make sure that your pinholes match on your TCS adapter, and then you are going to go ahead and put that in. It is a little bit tough to get in. It's going to hold in place once it's in there, but you got to do some pushing. So you want to make sure that you are aligned and you can push that in right there. But once you've done that, then you are good to go. The decoder is installed. Now, I'm not going to do any speakers with this right away. I'm probably going to do that in a later video. I just want to show you how to get this thing in here. I don't want to show you some of the cool things with this new decoder because there's a ton of cool things that you can do with this, and it really is a game changer. Now, once you get everything hooked up, you just need to tuck all your wires in. You can slide the Blunami decoder back in there and then put your little cap back on, and boom, you have a Bluetooth enabled DCC locomotive. Now, to test this out, I am hooking this up to my programming track station, which is a DCC++EX base station. So all I needed to do was turn on track power, nothing fancy. So that's good to go. So now we can go ahead and open up the app. Now, it's only for iOS right now, so sorry, Android guys. You can see literally with the track power on, as soon as I bring up the app, the decoder pops up right there. I click it, and it collects the data, which I'm assuming it's getting the CVs and everything for that from the decoder, and then it's going to bring your throttle in, and then this is really where the fun stuff begins. So once you have all of that, you can just throttle up, and you can see that it controls the locomotive. Change the directions, you can see it backs right up, same thing, very little lag on this as well. It's pretty immediate. So now this locomotive doesn't have a ton of features, but it does have lamp control, so I can test out the headlights right here, and you can see just toggling them on and off, they work great, and that's another cool thing I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. Let's check the directional lights. And you can see me toggling between forward and reverse, and you can see the light coming on right there. So we have directional lighting as well, very little lag. So now I want to talk about the thing that really makes this decoder special, because Bluetooth has been done in the hobby so far before, but check this out. These are all of the customization options that you have for this decoder. You can see right now we're in the sound settings. We can pick our sound scheme. We got a couple EMDs, we got Steam, we got Alco. We got a lot of different things right here. We can also change our DCC address. We got our light settings. We have different functions we can control. So in the past, when you had to do this, you would have to go in and work on CV tables and things like that, which is very intimidating to people who don't necessarily understand everything that CVs can do. It's something you can figure out, and it made a lot of cool things happen, but this kind of interface is something that the hobby has been missing, and Bluetooth is bringing that to the hobby, and Soundtraxx has done a really great job in their ability to change everything. You can do lighting effects, you can do phase selection, you can do grade crossing logic enable. Like, there's a lot of cool things that you can do with this, and it's not just headlights and sound. You also have speed tables that you can adjust, so you can speed match on this without having to go back and forth to a computer or do it on a special programming track. You can literally just speed match as you are going along with the speed table. So this thing really makes model railroading and doing model railroading accurately and doing consisting and speed matching and getting accurate details like sound, lights, and all that kind of stuff. It really makes it a lot easier, and it's something that the hobby has been really missing, is that ease of customization. It's been a little bit difficult in the past, but this is what makes this a game changer. This app right here, and being able to modify CVs without actually having to know the numbers and figuring out all the weird different things that can be intimidating to some people. This is the thing that makes this decoder special and why I am so excited about it. I don't think I can express how blown away I am at how well this decoder works. A lot of times when you have this kind of thing, it can be difficult to make work, which is why it's taken so long to really get Bluetooth to where it works this well in a DCC locomotive. But Soundtraxx has done a fantastic job with this decoder. So the future is here. This is amazing, and great job, Soundtraxx. I'm going to leave a link to their website in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY Digital. Stay safe, be kind, and happy railroading.